Welcome back, Love Tribe. It's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. We're just clearing some space here. I opened the front door, letting some negative energy out. And I am here to do the zodiac sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Last night was our gratitude giveaway, and the winner was Sam Kaler. I haven't had time yet to post it on my community tab, but I'll be doing that today. So Sam, if you're watching, I don't know if you're an Aquarius or not, but you are the winner, and I will be contacting you soon. Now, we are starting all over again. I do a gratitude drawing bi-monthly. So let's see, September, October. At the end of October or the 1st of November, right there on the cusp, I will go live and I will be giving away another package deal. I'm not sure what it is yet. I get to go shopping on Amazon to pick something really nice out for the drawing. So if you would like to be entered into the drawing, anybody who is a Patreon, Patreon is in the description box below. I have a 222, a 444, an 1111, and a 2222 tier. The 222 so far is empty. Which amazes me because it's the cheapest tier there. So I kind of figured it'd be the most full one. But in that tier, you get 2 extra videos a week. In the 444, you get all the extended. So if today's energy reading for the sign of Aquarius resonates with you, there will be an extended over on Patreon. And for the cost of a high-end coffee, basically $4.44 monthly, you will get all the extendeds plus 2 extra videos a week that is not public on YouTube. If you resonate with being a twin flame, or somebody who's on the ascension journey, like literally, because if you know, right? You're on an ascension journey. The 1111 or 2222 is my recommendation because I'm really focusing my attention as an ascension coach for those who are going through a twin flame journey or an ascension journey. The 2222 is an all access pass. I'm teaching workshops right now. We're currently working on how to read tarot like TR. And there are already 7 or 8 videos up for that. Okay. I don't know what the word was I was looking for, but there are 7 editions out so far. Anything else I need to tell you? Just if you would like to book your own personal private reading, anything you do monetarily supporting me and my channel gets your name in the gratitude drawing every other month. So if you donate a deck or a cup of coffee or a tip, or if you get your own personal reading. Oh, and another perk of being a Patreon at the 1111 or 2222 is once a month you get to take advantage of a $40 discount on a private reading. It's a 1-hour pre-recorded private reading. For most people, it's $100. It's usually an hour. Well, it's between 45 minutes and an hour and a half because I like to talk. But yeah. So you would get $40 off as a Patreon, which basically is my way of paying you back. I mean, that makes your membership fee basically pay for itself twice or 3 times. So if you're interested, go check it out. Why not? Right? Especially if you resonate with my content. So there we have it. I'm going to pull you down now to your September love and romance or relationship. If finances comes through, I'll definitely let you know, but I set my intention that this is about romance and love and relationships and friendships and family and that kind of thing. And so I'll be reading from 2 different points of view. Point of view of single, those who are completely single, and those who are in some sort of an emotional attachment with someone else. All right, so let's take a look at your general energy. You guys got 2 of these Moonology. I've only been dealing 1, but 2 came out, and they kind of went well together, so I kept them both. So we have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. And we have be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. And we have purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your question. And then next we have ask for help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. So you've got ask, you will find the answer to your question. So, basically Spirit's saying the answer lies within you, right? Trust the purity of your own heart and ask your angels. My guess is that's Spirit's way of saying don't put all your trust in external forces in the month of September. It's nice to have friends that give advice, but the highest and best advice, according to the energy on the table, is the advice that you get from your higher self, from the angelic realm or your own heart. So a fiery climax approaches, and be bold and make the first move. We'll see how that plays out here. Clear some space. My table's so full. All right, so we're going to save these oracles until I feel called to read them. Bottom of the deck is the Star in reverse. I'm using the Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon Oracles for your general read, and then I clarified with the Osho Zen. Bottom of the deck for the Osho Zen is the Six of Wands. Success. Woo-hoo. So a fiery climax approaches, and it looks like it's going to be a very successful one. Under that is the Master. So this is looking good. The Star card is a good card, but it's in reverse, which tells me there's still some healing that needs to be done. And the Eight of Wands is under that in reverse, which tells me communication might be sporadic, if at all. All right, let's just unpack this. Oh, the Four of Wands. All right. With the Two of Cups in reverse and the Two of Swords in reverse. So we have two twos right off the bat. So, it seems to me like there has been a question, an absolute question on your mind if you're single, or on your person's mind if you're embroiled, right? Embroiled, I like that. If you're actually dating somebody, or you're interacting with someone else's energy. Because, if you resonate with being a twin flame, we do have twin flame energy here with the 1111, Four of Wands, and the Two of Cups, which is divine partnership. If you're not on that journey, then absolutely just disregard that. What I see here is a stalemate, some sort of a decision that needs to be made that someone is really hung up about, literally hung up about. But I do believe that whether it's you that needs to ask for help or guidance, or your person, somebody here needs to make a choice. We have be bold and make the first move. So if you're single, being bold and making the first move could literally be getting out there, right? Choosing to maybe join some groups, or, do paint and sips, or whatever your thing is. Join a gym, just get yourself out into the public more. I have to admit, though, the energy here feels more like this is about a person that you've been dealing with, where there's been a lot of healing. We got work in progress under that. So you're in some kind of a healing journey for most of you with somebody else. Let's see what the clarifiers are. So we have the Four of Wands clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. In this deck, it's called Flowering. And the Two of Cups in reverse is clarified by the Death card, transformation. The Two of Swords in reverse is clarified by the Empress. So, wow. I would say if you're not a twin flame, you probably should go watch your moon rising and Venus sign. There's a lot of twin energy here. But it's okay if you're not, okay? If you're not, this is just a very divine partnership. I mean, look at all the majors here. So there's a healing process with the Star card and the transformation. There's been a healing activation through this interaction with this other person. And so it looks like in the month of September, what's going on is that there's a decision that needs to be made. And I've been getting this message kind of heavily throughout. It's funny how when I do the zodiacs, there's always a common thread, I guess is what I want to say. But what it looks like to me is like you're struggling, either you or your person is struggling to end a relationship. And so it could be you having gone through a healing journey. If your person has been avoiding you or not speaking to you, it looks to me like you're trying to decide whether or not you should move on from this, right? Should you commit or should you release? You can't make up your mind. Will this transform? Will there be commitment? Because you got the word commitment. You got the Queen of Pentacles. That's like my wife card. Will there be commitment? Or should I drop this? Because I've changed. So really, the energy feels like you've had a glow up with the Empress here. If this is about you. If it's not, then this is about your person. But there's been an absolute healing of sorts here with the Star. But there's more healing to do. With the Death card here, there's still transformation happening in this relationship, is what I'm seeing. Now, the fiery climax is kind of part of this choice, I think. Be bold and make the first move. It's like you've been sitting around wondering, should I just text this person and say, I'm done. Obviously, you're not talking to me. Obviously, it's not going anywhere. Maybe it's time that we just go our own separate ways. I release this. We let this thing die, right? Because it is the Death card. But we've got death and rebirth. I mean, the Empress is all about birthing things. She's the mother of the tarot. She's usually depicted as a pregnant woman. And hold on just a second, because I'm feeling... See, this Osho Zen cards, I've always read them as oracles. I read the energy, not the actual... I never even knew they were tarot cards, to be honest. I knew they were called Osho Zen Tarot, but I thought they were like an oracle type. So let me just check. Number 3. Yeah, it's the Empress. See, I should learn to just trust my intuition. But sometimes these cards throw me, man, because their energy is so different than a normal tarot. So yes, I'm going to go back to my original interpretation of this spread. I think Spirit's saying that, so we've got the Master and then we've got Temperance. Under that is the High Priestess. So what I'm seeing here is that somebody's stuck in indecision. There's a transformation that's happening, and one or both of you are feeling, you're questioning whether or not it's real, whether or not this is worth investing in. Is this going anywhere? Was this just a catalyst for my growth and expansion and healing? Or is this like something that I'm really going to manifest into the physical realm? And I feel like both of you might even be on that same wavelength. But I think Spirit's trying to tell you, trust your heart. Stop playing in the what if game, right? And go inside of yourself. Ask your angels for a sign. Feel your way into it. Because I feel like you're wanting to make a bold move, like completely cutting this off with the death card. And yet I do believe Spirit's saying, but this is flowering. It's transforming. It's going to have a rebirth. There's more healing that needs to happen before communication and movement comes in. And it is a work in progress. And on the bottom of this deck, again, we've got the Six of Wands, success. Again, an indicator from Spirit that this is going to work out in your favor. With the Master, it was always intended to awaken you. I mean, this is absolutely a divine partnership. This was intended to awaken both of you and to heal you and to become the masters of your reality, right? And with the Temperance card, it tells me that there's healing and alchemy that needs to happen. Trust your inner voice, right? There's the High Priestess. Under that is tuning in. Again, a card of trusting your intuition. So let's see what your oracles say. Trusting your intuition. There you go. It says this situation is calling for you to have faith. And then we have addiction, and addiction is affecting this relationship. This is going to be different for everybody, but I will clarify this card over in the extended. It could be codependence. It could be alcohol, drugs, eating, food. My feeling is the addiction here is that quantum entanglement where you feel like this person is all up in your energy and you can't forget them. It's the first thing you think about when you wake up in the morning, first thing you think about all day long and before you go to bed, and then you probably dream about them too. I mean, especially if you resonate with the twin flame journey, you don't have to. But if you do, you understand what I'm talking about. So there's a choice here that needs to be made, or a choice you're trying to make about, for some of you, about, is this dead? Is it over with? I haven't heard from my person. But I think Spirit's saying a fiery climax approaches. I'm going to clarify that over in the extended too. My guess is that Spirit's saying that movement is right around the corner, right? This person is going through a transformation. I believe you are too. I just think you're farther along. So what does your advice say? Indulge. I can't do this. I shouldn't do that. I really need to start this. What if we did away with lack and started living more fully, breathing more deeply, laughing more loudly, crying more deeply, eating more heartily? What if the only thing we placed a limit on was how much we placed limits on ourselves? And so the question now becomes, what are you waiting for? The world is a juicy place, ripe and waiting for you to sink your teeth in. And with that be bold and make the first move, I feel like that's all about living this beautiful energy that you have somehow found yourself in. And then trusting that whatever is supposed to be for you is going to be for you. I mean, we've got universal alignment, we've got divine partnership, we've got flowering, we've got trust, purity, ask for help, we've got success, master, healing, trust your inner voice. I mean, it's pretty obvious in the month of September. You need to be patient because you've got the divine timing card of temperance. There is a healing that is happening in this situation. The fiery climax could be that your person makes a sudden decision, and that Eight of Wands turns upright because the energy's there. It's just stuck right now. It's stuck energy. It's trying to come in, but there's more healing that needs to happen. But if you're wondering if this person is working on it, they really are. And, I channeled this yesterday for another sign. I don't remember which one, but when I look at this picture, this is a portrait that's almost finished. I mean, look at how far it's come, right? Whoever is doing the work here, I think it's both of you. You really are making a lot of progress. And success, it looks like, is right around the corner. But I think that Spirit's been teaching you about codependence, about not giving more than you receive, and knowing your value, knowing your worth. And because of that, your ego, because sometimes the success card, Six of Wands, can be ego. Your ego is saying, well, if I'm supposed to stand my ground, if I'm supposed to have healthy boundaries, if I'm supposed to be magnetic and attractive and not chase, then maybe it's time I just kind of move on altogether from this connection. Maybe it's served its greatest purpose, and I'm grateful for it, but I feel like I need to be bold and choose possibly to end it. So if you're feeling that way, you're going to have to trust your heart, not your mind. Because your mind, Two of Swords is all about the mind. Two of Cups is all about the heart. It's a head over heart decision. You're weighing your options with your thoughts and your emotions, and you don't know which way to choose. And so I think you're supposed to go within and feel into it, because we have this always trust, and you've got trust twice, in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your question. So the addiction is probably love. It's probably, I can't stop loving this person, but I don't feel like it's going anywhere. But all the cards say it is. So your advice, I would say, for September is to trust and have faith. Ask for a sign. The Four of Wands is the 1111. Maybe that could be your sign. If you're seeing 1111, ask Spirit to only bring the 1111 to your attention if you're on the right path, if this is real, and if you're supposed to be patient and allow the healing process to finalize. A fiery climax approaches. So I'm going to leave that there, guys. I think that's good advice. I think you should go within and ask Spirit to give you a sign. And I would trust my heart, not my head, because our head, our ego, has purpose, and the purpose is to protect us and keep us from getting hurt. But I don't see any hurt here. I don't see Three of Swords. I don't see Ten of Swords. I don't see Nine of Swords. I don't see Seven of Swords. Poor swords. Poor air signs. They get a really bad rap, don't they? But I don't see any of that. I see the sun. If I dig deep enough down, I see the sun and I see the death card again with the moon. There's healing here around fears, fear of commitment, probably. So trust that you already know the answer. And instead of sitting around twiddling your thumbs, stressing and worrying about, should I end this? Why don't you just indulge in all of the beauty around you and allow yourself to be okay with being alone and not being lonely? Because it feels to me like that's part of your journey. It's part of your addiction, is to learn that you don't have to have somebody to entertain you or to complete you or fill your void. That's something you should be doing with gratitude through all the things that you love to do, right? If you're doing things you love to do, if you're indulging in life, if you're seeing beauty and magic everywhere, and you're allowing yourself to partake in the feast of it, then you're not going to be sitting around feeling unloved, unworthy, unchosen, right? So in the month of September, I want you to focus on indulging in all of the things that bring you happiness. And probably, from what I'm seeing here, getting embroiled in a relationship right now is counterproductive until the healing has completed, because we have transformation twice. All right. So if you're single, I don't think you are. I'm going to be honest. But if you are single as like AF, then this is all about spirit saying, in order to meet somebody new, in order to really find your person, your divine counterpart, then you need to indulge. You need to get out there. You know, it looks like you've gone through some kind of a transformation, and spirit's saying, okay, it's time to date. It's time to get out there. It's time to be bold, make a first move. Make sure whatever patterns you were repeating in the past that brought you to not trusting, to not feeling comfortable dating or in your own skin, make sure you address those addictions before you get out there, because otherwise you will attract the same kind of people that you always attract, right? Same person, different body, different face, but same lesson. And so there is a caution here for single people. If you're going to be bold and fiery and indulge and get out there because you feel good about yourself, you've done a lot of healing, a lot of changing, then make sure that you trust your heart, ask for guidance, watch for signs, especially signs around repeating old patterns and addictions. Okay, so if you are a Patreon and you would like to join me over there, we're going to pick this apart more deeply, and I'm going to take a look at what is the fiery climax, what is the addiction, whose energy am I looking at here? Is it yours? Is it theirs? Or are you mirroring each other? And we're going to get advice. Okay, so I love you. Namaste. I will see you when I see you.